everybody, a wee update on my calorie deficit and goals. So when I put the meal planner in the group the other day, the lovely Claire asked me how many calories it was based on, and it was based on 1400 calories, alright, because that is what my calorie deficit is at the moment. Right, so I had a couple of messages. One message was like, what the fuck? Right, and the other one was like, oh my god, you're eating less than I am. Right, and the third one was, I didn't think you were a promoter of low calories. Right, so I want to justify, I want to explain my reasoning, all right, but I want to kind of justify it, right? And I'm not a promoter of super low calories. However, right, at the moment, I am working with a coach, right, and he is a body transformation coach as opposed to just a fat loss coach, right, which is obviously what I am, fat loss and daily habits and stuff, and just generally feel more positive about your life and looking after your health, all right. So this guy that I'm working with is purely body composition, so aesthetically pleasing, all right. So I am currently trying to change the aesthetics of my body, all right, and change the composition of my body. So I am specifically dropping fat and trying to retain the muscle that I have by increasing my training, but eventually putting on more muscle. Right now, it's virtually impossible to do both. Especially, it's actually easier to do both when you've just started out. So if you're a wee bit more overweight and you're just started going to the gym, it is absolutely possible to build muscle and drop body fat, all right? But for me, I've been doing CrossFit and strength training for coming on 7 years now, so it is virtually impossible, all right? So before I could start seeing any muscle, I had to lose some body fat. So hence why I am on 1400 calories, all right? There is a plan. It is for about another 12 weeks, so to the middle of July. And I might have a week off in between. So this is pretty much what I do with you lovely lot of ladies, just not so severe. So when I started this, I'm now on week 53. Obviously, I've had about 6 or 7 or 8 weeks off holidays throughout that time. And I've also had the odd couple of days off here and there when I felt that I was losing my shit, basically. All right, and it's also been done very slowly, hence why I'm on week 53. All right, so in the 53 weeks, I have in total lost 20 pounds of body fat. I'm currently sitting at 153 pounds, all right, and I was 174 pounds when I started with him. So I'm so sorry, I've got so much brain fog, right? 21 pounds of body fat, all right? So before this, I was sitting at 203 pounds, all right? So I've actually lost 50 pounds of body fat, right, over the last 9 years. So it has been a massively long journey, all right? And it has been intentional that I've done it slowly because I wanted to keep the weight off, which obviously I've managed to do, apart from the little year blip that I packed on 20 pounds when I found out I was perimenopausal because I was having a drama, all right? So quite common. Anyway, right, so specifically with this coach, I have lost 21 pounds of body fat, all right? But I have also managed to retain the muscle, and I have also managed to continue with my CrossFit, increasing my training from 3 times a week to 5 CrossFit sessions a week, 2 strength sessions a week, all right? So 7 training sessions a week, pretty much. So I've managed to do all of that, and I've managed to also increase the weight of my lifts, which is very unusual to do. It's really difficult, all right? So I'm bang on track from where I should be, all right? My goal is to get to 150, so that's another 3 pounds, or 149, so another 3 to 4 pounds, all right? And then I'm going to take some time off, so I'm going to build my calories back up to maintenance, which is pretty much eating an extra 100 calories every day, a week at a time. So if I manage to get myself to 149, 150 by July, right, so I want you to take note of that. So I'm actually giving myself 12 weeks to lose 3 to 4 pounds, all right, quite normal, all right. I want to do it nice and slowly. I will then go to 1500 calories for a week, 1600 for a week, 1700 for a week, 1800 for a week, right? Up until I hit my maintenance, which I think I'll need to work it out when I get there. I think it will be between 2400 and 2600 calories, which is obviously banging and actually double the calories from what I'm on just now, which I'm very nearly double. Sorry, I'm totally struggling. Anyway, which will nearly double the calories that I'm on at the moment, which will be absolutely lovely, obviously, all right? So the adjustments that I've had to make, all right, for a calorie deficit is, when I first started this, I was on 2,400 calories. My breakfast of either baked oats or overnight oats consisted of 50 grams of oats, right? I am now on 20 grams of oats, so that's the cuts that I've had to make, all right? I used to have a lunchtime Freddo and a supper time Freddo. I have had to ditch my lunchtime Freddo, so I now only have a supper time Freddo. I used to eat 2 Baby Bells as a snack. I now eat 1 Baby Bell, and yes, I used to slag people off that do this. However, I have goals, so this is the sacrifices that I need to make. However, I actually was nearly crying last weekend because for my lunch, instead of having a can of Cross and Blackwell chicken soup, I had half a tin of chicken soup. Who even does that? Right, I'm absolutely heartbroken at some of these decisions that I'm having to make, but I am trying to remember that this is my choice, which I would like you all to remember as well, that this is my choice and it's only for a short time. So if I am the girl that eats 1 Baby Bell, ditches my lunchtime Freddo and has half a tin of soup for their lunch, I had it with a ham sandwich, by the way, it wasn't just half a tin of soup, then that's where I am at the moment, and that's the type of girl that I will strive to be. Alright, so I want you just to remember, I just want to give you a bit of context because I am going to post these meal planners every week, alright? They will all be based on 1400 calories. Obviously, you all, every single one of you is on more than 1400 calories, so you just need to adjust the portions accordingly. So have an extra bit of chicken, put more ham in your sandwich, have more than half a bag of rice or quarter of a bag of rice, increase your pasta. Alright, so that's the kind of thing. You can still use the meal planner, but you obviously need to input them into MyFitnessPal relevant to your fitness goals. Alright. Any questions? I am always honest and truthful with my calorie deficit. I swear to God, for the last 4 weeks, I have been cold, tired, and really fucking sore, alright? I don't have enough calories for my body to recover. So, yeah, any questions? I'll answer them truthfully, guys. And chances of me putting you on 1400 calories, fucking slim to none. But let's get you to where you want to be, and then every step of the way we can review and have a wee chat. All right, my lovelies. Bye.